being on some chill. We go
Number 5.
to 100 real quick, real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick, real quick.
3, 2, 1, and we're back on the $0 multi because that's how much we're making. Now it's the $5 multi, and it's your boy Cal, aka Kalisi, aka Changlorious Cal, best Snapchat handle in the game. Today I'm joined by Willie.
What's going on? I don't think it's better than Gefs_25, but it's up to you, man. Whatever you think.
You need to get that rating for, the mature audiences, because that handle came out
But it's
on
Gefs,
fire.
it's Gefs with
Oh.
three Z's.
Is there a secret meaning behind it, or?
Because your Z's is putting me to sleep. That's what your Snapchat does. And I'm also joined by Pierce.
So guys, let's go.
Oh, nice and quiet.
He's
Also,
ready.
we're joined by Honga. My name is Honga. I'm here to bring the...
My name is Honga. I'm Manu.
After last week's intro cock-up, we've decided to cut Honga from the podcast. Now, what did he say he was doing?
I have no idea, but all I know
No, I
is
thought that was
here.
last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought he bailed last night.
Well, Honga can't make it this week for whatever reason, but he did send in his multi, so we'll have a laugh at that a little bit later on. As we always do, is our weekly format. We'll start with our multi-killers. Anyone's multi die in the first game?
Mine didn't die in the first game, but it just died straight away.
Not the first game, but Australia, was it the second day?
Second day. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, mine for the second week in a row now has died on the first leg. So
So we're just doing this for fun, eh, guys?
it's not the fun multi.
We're not here
Gamble
to make money.
responsibly.
Fun multi podcast.
I think we're going to extreme with our multis. Should we go safer this week or?
Well, it's up to you. Like,
Safe as.
yeah, I guess we'll. Something I forgot to mention last week is that we're going to be keeping track of everyone's multi winnings, or if there are any winnings. So anytime you win, you go on the scoreboard, and we'll read out the scoreboard every week, so we know whose opinion is the most valid and who should be ignored. And at the moment, all of us are in the should be ignored tab. So tell us a bit about the multis that sit you down. I'll go first because mine died on the first day. We generally talk, 90% of the time we're talking rugby union. I try to go outside of that and bet on Richmond in the AFL Grand Final. So the bet that I put on was for them to win between 1 and 39. And I think the line was like Richmond minus 25, 27 or something like that. So I thought it would be a safe bet. After the first quarter, they were up 15-8. Didn't you guys watch the game?
I didn't watch it, but I know it was a terrible final.
I watched from the second quarter.
So yeah, because at half time, they were winning by 35. And I was like, yo, this is where I want to be. And the good. And then in the third quarter, 81 points.
Yeah, the Giants checked out.
GWS.
Did they check out after the first bounce? Like it was just straight away.
Yeah.
Like,
It was pretty bad. Like they scored their first goal after the first few minutes, and then their second goal came like mid third quarter.
yeah.
It's pretty bad. And then after that, I just sort of wrote off the multi. So that was my first one. Willie, what was your first multi killer?
My first multi-killer was that South Africa versus Namibia game.
Oh yeah.
I chose them at the line, which was 57.5, and they were short by 3 points. So somewhere in the second quarter, they just gave up.
Second quarter, is it?
Oh, sorry.
Rugby.
Rugby now. Second half. Yeah, they just let them off the hook. And then that killed my multi.
They came out strong though, South Africa. Like
Yeah.
they were scoring high, like they were scoring quick. I was like, man, I really wish I'd put that one in my multi.
And their lineup suggested that they're going to attack all game. And
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and if you're like in the same pool as All Blacks, you want to try to get as many points as you can, just in case it comes down to points, which you won't. But
There's a lot of handling errors there.
yeah,
Yeah, it was a bit like that opener with Japan. where I think maybe they put money on themselves to cover the line, and they just keep forcing their hand.
Yeah. But I think that's been like the consistent factor is the handling errors throughout all the games.
Yeah.
I don't think we understand the factor of the weather over there.
Yeah, actually, you're right. When I was watching the All Blacks game, was it last night?
Yeah.
They keep referring to the dampness and the humidity.
And it's hard because we can't see from TV, but I'm assuming it's humid over there.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Mind you, the All Blacks first 20, everything stuck there.
Yeah.
Just crazy accuracy.
That was crazy. We'll get to the All Blacks game, but it's going to be a good one. Pierce, what was your first multi-killer?
My multi-killer, actually, I thought it was Australia, but it was Ireland.
Ireland.
Ireland and Japan.
Oh!
What a comeback.
The game. The
What a
game of the
comeback.
tournament.
Yeah. Well, they're known for their upsets, I guess. Would you call it an upset if they've done it so many times?
What, second time?
Like, I was watching... You guys follow Squidge Rugby?
Yeah.
So he's put a lot of his content on Vimeo now. So for anyone out there that's following Squidge Rugby, he's moved a lot of his videos to Vimeo if you aren't already aware. But he was sort of suggesting that this was Japan's announcement that they're now a tier 1 nation.
Yeah.
Because they've basically beaten South Africa, they've beaten Ireland, they've already beaten Japan, Italy,
Oh, they beat France, I think, 2 years
France.
ago.
Yeah, so they're only the 3 tier 1 nations they haven't beaten are New Zealand, Australia, and England. So those are the only 3 scalps.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
good
yeah,
game.
back to the game. Japan.
Well, Shota Hori had a massive game. His collision, his intent in the rucks. Like his
You know
runs.
what? That
So good.
that was the backup halfback too.
Was it?
For
yeah,
Japan?
yeah.
What, Tanaka?
No, it was the other guy.
Oh. So first string.
Yeah,
Damn.
he was nice.
Yeah. How was the also Rafaele? I didn't get to watch the game.
He could have been man of the match. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I think I only watched like the last 20 minutes. I was one of those people that wrote it off as a Japan loss.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually tune in. But judging from how much I enjoyed watching the last game, I should have tuned in earlier.
Well, it's one of those games that I didn't want to bet on because I don't like betting against Japan as well. As one of the teams because they're on the bridge of tier 1, so
Yeah.
like, they're good enough to beat any other team.
They're on now. I think they will take out their pool.
You think Japan will top the pool?
Yeah, they won't slip up against Samoa or
Scotland.
Scotland. They'll be fine.
I just had a quick look at the lineup from the Ireland team. Yeah, their halfback was Nagare. So yeah, would have been their third
Yeah,
string.
he was nice. He was like a young Aaron Smith.
That's a big praise.
No,
Yeah.
if you watch it later sometime, if you have time.
I definitely will. I'll definitely
He was
consider
on.
enjoying that game. But the Irish started strong. They got 2 quick tries through their kicks, isn't it? Like they
Yeah,
bombed it.
that's the
and,
thing. The high balls were working, and then all of a sudden they want to change their game plan.
Yeah,
So they went side to side like Australia,
yeah,
instead of coming through the middle or sticking to the high balls. Because
Yeah.
Japan couldn't they couldn't defend that.
yeah.
And then they stopped doing that. And they just made it easy for them.
Well, that was one of the things I thought about this game was that Ireland were going to treat it as an experimental game, and maybe like once those kicks had come off, they're like, good, it's in our arsenal. Let's move on to the next thing we wanted to
Yeah,
experiment
because
with.
it was different. Usually you kick to the winger or the fullback.
Yeah,
The centre was catching it.
yeah, it was. It was Stockdale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Stockdale? Wasn't
Nah, I wasn't talking. There was someone else.
it? Ringers.
Are they,
Ringers.
are they,
Ringers.
are they
Ringers.
trying to come second in the pool? Like, will it work out better for them if they come second?
Who were they trying to
because
avoid?
they'll
The
play
All Blacks? No, they're going to play the All Blacks now because they
Yeah.
come second.
No, I think they thought they were going to win. Like after the first 2 tries, they're like, yo, we're up 12-0. We're already heavy favourites to beat Japan. Let's try some other stuff. And then not anticipating that Japan were going to come back
Yeah.
and then not let go of the lead they ended up.
Well, that might come down to the captain on the field not changing back to what's worked.
Yeah.
But they didn't have 6 in there.
Oh, that's a big out.
Yeah.
So was it a second string Irish team?
No, just the halfback has changed.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, they still had Conor Murray at halfback. They just had Cardi at
Oh, sorry, yeah.
because didn't Sixton get like was there a concussion? issue?
Concussion first game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then Joey Carberry came on and he kicked it.
yeah,
Last play and he kicks it straight out. I was like,
that was
bruh.
so dumb.
He's Māori, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I thought he'd bring some flair, but nah.
As long as it wasn't also Badiaki.
Yeah, as long as it's not Bandiaki kicking it out, because
He's still out. HIA.
you know Hunga's
That's Hunga's mate. Yeah.
Hunga's mate. You know, apparently in school Hunga told him like,
Yeah.
don't if you need a miracle 100-meter try, don't kick the ball out on the
Yeah.
full. You know, after the final siren's gone.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that Hunga said that he taught Bandiaki.
Did Hunga tell you his multi-killer? Or?
No, he didn't tell me his
Pretty
name.
sure he caked it. Like,
But I'll be surprised if Hunga. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised because none of my multis legs came through for me. All of them died.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The other one that I tried to venture away from rugby union and I put in the Melbourne Storm. One of the things I probably, and this is just me being a Melbourne Storm, you know, like Sook, is that after Canberra won, there was like next to no chance the NRL were going to let another non-Sydney team be in the grand final.
yeah.
There's like so much money lost
Yeah.
from a final between a team from Canberra and a team from Melbourne. So,
Because they want to pack out that stadium.
yeah, they want to pack out that stadium because the final's in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would always be packed out.
But it's not just the stadium though, it's like all of the pubs,
Yeah.
you know, the TV rights.
And come grand final time, they'll always like people will bandwagon whoever's not the Sydney team.
No, I think
Yeah.
leagues a bit different. I think they're a bit more loyal to their teams. So if their team's not in the final, they're not going to be out in the street like.
Supporting everyone else.
But
Oh.
you'll still see a Warriors guy wearing a jersey in the stadium.
Yeah. Well, Warriors fans are something else though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or a guy for All Blacks.
Because some of the refereeing decisions in the Storm game, I was like that one, there was that blatant one where the Roosters player was out, his like arm was on the sideline, and the touch judge, that lady was like, look, she was like, her head was over them, she was looking at them, and she didn't call it.
Is it the one that went upstairs and they still gave it?
Yeah, they ended up still being a Roosters call. I don't know what it was, but she was reluctant to even call even if it was an advantage and the ball's gonna go back to the Roosters. She's looking at the Roosters Roosters player with the ball over the sideline, and she's not calling it. I was like, I knew from there I should have just changed the channel one.
What happened in the Raiders game with the Storm? It was clearly in.
Yeah.
Wunivalu.
Oh yeah, the Vunivalu one.
Yeah. So a couple of bad calls going.
Against the Storm.
It's the bunker, yeah, playing up.
But you know, I'm happy for the ex-Storm Kronk,
Wow.
making another fun.
No, they done well. They gang tackled the Storm all night.
Yeah, no, the Roosters came to play.
Man, they talk about Kronk, man. I hate that guy.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kronk.
That's a lame as excuse to go to Sydney.
Yeah.
Who's-
My missus.
Who's the young halfback? Oh,
Luke Keary.
Kiri, and what's the other
He's
one?
good.
Radley?
I don't know.
With the Radley or something?
he's
Bro, his game is so crazy, man.
No, but that for Kronk, because I reckon he's the best halfback. I reckon he's better than Thurston. That's my opinion.
Big call. I would disagree. Just for the record, I disagree.
Yeah. But I don't know, like going for your missus, saying you're retired, and
Yeah.
playing 2 more years,
Yeah.
beating the Storm twice in the finals. Like, fuck off, man.
Thanks for nothing.
I think he knew like that Roosters will have the firepower. Like,
Well, they got an unlimited salary cap, innit?
yeah,
The Gronk didn't even train Brady Croft up properly yet. He's
Yeah.
fucking trash.
It's like leaving us in free agency.
Yeah.
he knew. He was like, he doesn't have it. I'll leave.
Bastard.
Anyone have the? Oh, we all had the Australia game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What's everyone's thoughts?
Well, first of all, my bet was 13 plus, so I was like overly confident that the Aussies will get up. Because I just think the South teams are better than the North teams.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure. That game was a bit weird to me. I just thought I wouldn't get any calls, and then the momentum was being like stopped.
Yeah, there was some real iffy calls on that one.
It's a French referee, right?
I think it was, yeah.
It's the European referees. I'm not too sure. Like
Their interpretations are different.
yeah, and like, it plays into the favour of the Northern teams because they like crashing the rucks and they like attacking all the rucks. But
Yeah.
like, they're never onside or through the middle.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying, man.
And their, what do you call it? Their advantages go for long, eh?
They go for
Like
ages.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they could go advance 100 meters and then do like, oh, I'll call it back to the 5 meter on this side.
Yeah, it's crazy. The interpretation on the head contact.
Yeah, that Karevi.
The Karevi call. That was.
Yeah, this is just a solid bump off, eh?
If anything, if Karevi didn't put his arm up, it would have been Hayden. Is that the guy that his shoulder would have hit Karevi?
He should have hit, yeah, in the face.
Yeah.
Like the contact was already coming up high.
Because to me,
Poor
like,
technique, eh?
Yeah, and it was putting like he should have gone low. Like he wouldn't have been elbowed in the face if he wasn't like chest to chest tackling anyway. Like he should have come down. I mean, yeah, it was just a weird one because, like, fair enough, Karevi's elbow made contact with his face, but if you look at Bowden Barrett, like a lot of people have been screenshotting the Bowden Barrett.
Yeah.
He uses his elbows a lot, and it makes a lot of contact with opponents' faces. So.
Well, it's like natural because like if just say you hold a ball in two hands, your elbows are already out.
Yeah.
So anyone can hit their head with your elbow.
Yeah.
It's like a natural thing in rugby.
And it wasn't much head, it was like chest to the neck, eh?
Yeah. But I guess, other than that, it showed a real lack of international rugby knowledge. Like, we all went hundies on Australia because we're familiar with Australia.
I went for the win, but watching the game, even though they weren't getting calls, they weren't trying hard enough.
Yeah, there was no intensity. The forward pack wasn't dominant.
They were just fine with, Wales doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whenever they want.
Yeah, it's because the Welsh, they control the rucks well, which makes it hard for any team to get any sort of flow going. Yeah.
Well, they were the best defensive team in the world.
Well, I'm not sure. But
That's. I think that was the.
Not sure.
In the pre-game commentary, that was one of the things. I'm not sure what the.
Elwyn Jones had a great game.
Yeah.
Legend.
But I think
That's another game.
Another thing that happened as well was they overreacted from the poor performance in the first half against Fiji because they made all those changes and it didn't really change anything. Like I think Genya starting wasn't that great.
Well, Foley starting was.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that was a horrible call.
How many balls out the back did he do?
Yeah. He's just so predictable. And he can't kick.
And supposedly he's in because of his goal kicking abilities, but he missed more than Null, so I think Null's a better kicker.
Who's Null for the listeners
Sorry,
out there?
also Christian Lelefano.
Oh.
We all call him Null.
Name drops.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Drops
You guys are
out.
close?
We went to the same church, baptized with the same priest. We're pretty much brothers.
Blessed.
Brothers in Christ.
Bonded by,
Truly blessed.
Christ.
That's awesome, bro.
Same church, same upbringing, whatever, Northern Panthers, what up?
Do you guys notice the Welsh defense?
How?
So, I wouldn't call it an umbrella, but they came up, what do you call it? They rushed up in the middles, so they made sure that Australia hit the outside or go to the wing, which didn't work.
So they were trying to force the ball
out
to the wingers.
And Australia were falling for it the whole game.
Yeah.
They were just like, cut out ball here. Straight to the winger now.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, like when they run those, they run the forward runners with the backs in the back door. Like Australia don't have the forward runners that can punish you for like skipping straight to the back.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I think they were going back door and then Wales were just catching them behind the advantage line.
Saved them so much energy.
Mm.
I think that's another thing with the Wallabies and like their downside is that their full pack are not really like multi-talented.
Yeah.
In the sense that like they'll pick their props because they're good at scrummaging, but they're not mobile.
Mobile, yeah.
And they'll pick the hooker because they're good at throwing, but that's it. You know?
They don't hit rucks.
Yeah,
they don't carry the ball.
Where like the ABs, they just seem to do everything. Like,
True.
They just need more effective ball runners. I think Nasarani, he was doing really well at Super Rugby level, but he's come on at international level and he just hasn't been the wrecking ball.
There's no go for.
Yeah, there's no sort of the players hitting it hard and sort of running those good lines that would mean that a defensive line has to stay honest on the inside channels. Like he can automatically go wide.
They can't carry it on. It's like one strong carry and then the next two are just like nothing. They just get smashed.
Runs,
that's why I'm not a big fan of that, the Hooper and Pocock, because they're quite similar. They're good in the rucks, but they offer nothing in the lineouts. So your locks are predominantly chosen because of their lineout abilities.
Jumpers,
yeah, and then your 6 or your 8, he's like the third string lineout option.
Yes,
but he's probably not a good runner, which you want your number 8 to be. So That's why it's not that great to have two sort of pilfers.
You lose that strike power.
Yeah. And because they'll get owned in the rucks anyway, so you're probably better off by dropping one pilfer to put in a runner.
True. Because a lot of times when you get into 22, it's, what's his name? Korobidi and Karevi, they come in and help.
Yeah.
But then, you got two backs there, there's holes outside.
Yeah.
And like, what are your other forwards doing? If those guys are inside, they should be reloading or latching on to help.
Yeah, so Wallabies' disappointing performance. Was really hoping that they would
Me too.
do well in theirs. Anzac Brothers.
Also, poor showing from Cheka.
Yeah.
He could have, be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her how it is instead of just fobbing off the interviewers, even in the press conference.
Yeah, well, he's known for that now. He'll have a sook. If he thinks he's been done wrong, whether he's right or wrong, if he thinks he's been wronged, he'll let everyone know.
It's a bad look.
Everyone.
At the end of the day, they lost, and he gets the most flack because he's the coach.
Yeah.
But really, it's the players. They got to do something on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't carry on. Just copy on the chin, do your interview,
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, get some positives.
Yeah.
Like the guy asked him, and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna keep the positives to myself." Wow.
Yeah.
And it's in terms of the culture that he's building, they've turned there's a time where us against the world really unites a team.
Yeah.
But when it's been 4 or 5 years of everyone against us, it sort of crumbles away.
I love rugby when the Wallabies are strong because it makes the All Blacks better.
Yeah.
But really, rugby championship is All Blacks, South Africa, and then now it's either Argentina or Australia at the bottom.
Australia's third in their pool at the moment.
Yeah. Well, Cheika should take a look at Graham Henry's loss in the 2007 World Cup. He didn't blame anyone. He was quite positive.
Yeah.
Even though they were wronged.
It was a bad
100%
call, but then again, All Blacks, how many players got benched early?
Yeah, but they had more pressure than anyone else to win.
Yeah.
So for a coach like that to not crack it like Cheika and to not blame anyone and just to copy on the tune that they lost.
Yeah.
Cheika needs to look at that.
Yeah. Be honest.
Yeah.
Especially for the fans.
But Chika knows that this is his last run anyway. After the World Cup, unless a miracle happens, they're not going to do particularly well.
You think he's out or leaving?
Yeah, of course.
Pushed out, eh?
Yeah. Well, even I think even he'll want to leave. He's had,
Yeah, he's been there a while.
And you want to give the next coach 4 years to get ready, not 2 years or.
Yeah.
True that. 4 years to prepare.
Other than that, any other games? Everyone's multis fell down?
Should we just skip the Samoa game?
Probably the less said the better. Samoa, Scotland. Oh my gosh.
What did Hunga put in that? Hunga was plus 13 to Nanae Williams to score.
Yeah. No, I don't know if he put that in the multi, but that's definitely the one he messaged us.
Yeah, and then
before the game.
all of us went in.
Then all of us.
Just before kickoff, 13 plus.
All of us.
Yeah, then all of us. I did.
Hey, we can post the screenshots.
Yeah.
But those are hard plays, and we're never doing them again. Thank you, Hunga.
Man, Samoa. Oh my. But I know, obviously, I've got Samoan heritage, so I don't know how much of this is just excuses, but in their game, it really showed the teams that have been together for an extended period and the teams that have been together for 2-3 weeks, because their attacking structure was just non-existent. It was like watching third grade rugby, where the forward pods, or not even forward pods, the forward runners, individual runners, were running off the halfback. There was Tusipisi wasn't directing anything.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't getting a good ball anyways.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't like that halfback, eh?
He Tusipisi in halfback, I forget his name, I'll look it up, but they should have been working
Melani
together. Matava. They should have been working together to sort of try and bend the sort of the defense as a whole. Instead, the halfback, whatever his name was, just waiting for another opportunity to show off his box kick.
Yeah, true. There's a big Like, he's like a big hole from the 9, the 10 to his middles.
Yeah, the centers were.
So, like, Tofu doesn't get good ball. Luai doesn't get good ball.
Well, it all starts up front. Man.
Yeah, of course,
Filters down.
Yeah,
But like for me, I've never seen a Samoa team go scoreless.
true that.
That was like the worst thing for me. Was like it just felt like there was no heart, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like for them, like we can say all these excuses that there's no money, we didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
But with the Samoan mentality and pride, we at least when we show up, we give our all.
Yeah.
I think
Like it didn't look like they were, but I don't know. Look, man.
there was a couple of guys that were going 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ioane.
TJ
Timlin Williams,
Ioane,
Ioane.
Tunana
Lepepe.
Williams. Yeah, Kane Lepepe always goes hard. Well, Steve Jackson's had his group for, I think, 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Pacific Nation Cup.
Well, I wouldn't say this group, but a lot of these guys are
Oh,
Europe,
yeah.
like, in the last few weeks, like some of them have sort of
Like the
come-
main group, except for the European guys. But yeah, I thought he'd carry a couple of guys, like a couple of local guys, bring them through, since he's had them that whole campaign. But
I'm not sure, but
yeah,
But also, fair play to Scotland. Like Scotland came to play. They showed urgency. Blake Thompson was pretty good.
yeah.
Finn Russell.
yeah, their
played a
number
great
10's
game.
got sauce, man.
Like his runs. Even Hogg, when Hogg got an opportunity.
Yeah, Hogg's crazy. He's always been like
But
that.
like a better team would have put like 50 on Samoa.
Oh yeah.
They miss a lot of chances.
Mulibola, if we can get a GoFundMe to get Mulibola a decent haircut.
I like how he stayed in place though.
Yeah, like when he's carving up, then it looks good. Oh man, this guy's rugged. He doesn't care. All he cares about is like training hard and playing well.
Yeah.
But then when he doesn't play well, I'm like, oh man, you don't play well and you look scrappy.
Was he the same one as the last World Cup or different?
No, that
Nah,
was Census Johnson last
Oh,
time.
Caesar Johnson was there.
Yeah.
But I
With
think
the big
Mulibola
head.
was there at the last one
Oh,
too.
Yeah, he was bigger last
Yeah.
time. I remember.
I just feel bad for Wala Latour. He's an awesome prop.
It's just too bad that Alo and Neil plays the same posse
Yeah.
because you can't have both of them on the same field, on the field. But yeah, imagine those two together,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot better.
Hey,
Because he's quite mobile around the field.
front rows should be interchangeable there.
Oh, definitely.
Well, play both sides.
Even go into hooker if they can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, and another thing that showed through was like the poor coaching. Because with the ABs, when they play against Pocock, they all double team him in the rucks.
Yeah.
Where that number 7 for Scotland had like 5 turnovers.
Yeah, he had free reign all night.
Yeah.
Like usually after the first 2, you're like, oh yeah, we'll target that guy, make sure everyone gets 2 bodies on him. But no, man, like no game plan, no sense of, no awareness of what's happening. That's what's just frustrating for me.
Yeah. Poor Samoa.
Even the scrums, they were getting
They were
dominated.
getting dominated, yeah. Well, a lot of the tier 2 nations do get sort of, that's where they get dominated, is in the set pieces.
Yeah.
But Samoa sort
It
of.
was just like, as soon as it's set, it's just bang.
Yeah.
And they're going back like 10 meters, and I'm like, wow. Dig in.
Yeah. What can you say? We still back the boys and we always support
100%,
Manu,
man.
but
Yeah, all the best against Japan, man.
hopefully, we can pull one off against Japan.
Yeah.
We can pull an upset on the king of upsetters.
Yeah.
Other than that, good to see that Samoa have made a few changes for this week's game. Saturday's game?
Saturday, yeah. They got
this
the
season
prime
given
time
a break.
spot, 7:30.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they do. Well, Japan's got the prime time slot, and Samoa happens
Samoa has the prime time. Because they're going to upset.
So what they've got the change at first 5. Siltini coming in for Tusipisi.
No
Tusipisi
idea.
also didn't have a great game.
Yeah.
He's just been underwhelming all Rugby World Cup. I don't know if it's age or that he didn't get to prep well with this team this time around, because the other World Cups he's been alright.
Well, he plays in Japan, so I thought he'd be like best suited for the weather and the climate.
Yeah.
He plays there.
He doesn't seem to be sort of putting his hand up like you would
Who's
expect a 10, Tusi.
Yeah, it's like, he's either too slow or he's just overwhelmed, eh?
I'm not sure, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say overwhelmed because he's quite experienced, but
Yeah.
the same effect. Like, I don't see him sort of demanding the ball and then sort of making plays, whether it's running, passing, or kicking.
Even the chat,
Yeah, he just seems to be sort of.
like he's on the field, but
Yeah.
like, is he bringing anything positive? Like, I don't know. I don't play 10, but
Dusi, I hope you're putting all your skills and expertise into training the next generation.
I really hope your social media's off. Like, don't let that affect you. I know everyone's giving you shit, but we still need you, bro.
yeah, man.
Also-
Water boy or something.
So is that were there any other games that killed anyone else's multi? Those are all my multi killers.
Nah.
Nah, that's about it.
Nah, cool. All right, well, that's our multi killers. We'll move on to our next segment, which is our multis for this week. So what's everyone got in place, and
First of all, what's everyone's strategy this week?
I've got handies.
I'd like to win money this week.
Yeah, me too, man. I need the money. So
Never play safe. All of my fans out there, everyone that listens to Kalisi for the money makers.
Let's go through the first game then.
So what's the next game? Any games being played tonight?
So tonight, 7:45, South Africa versus Italy.
Oh, I've got that game.
yeah,
What do you guys got? What do you guys got for this one?
I got South Africa plus 13. Hey, $1.11. Keep it safe. Keep it
Okay,
safe.
yeah.
I don't want to die first
$1.11.
night. All right,
I went South Africa for the win.
even safer.
Even safer. Oh my gosh, what's that paying, $1?
What, 90 cents or something?
Yeah,
You're
$1.
like losing money on that.
Why are you even putting that on? It's not even paying anything.
What do you got then?
You're just trying to get that confidence builder. Like looks at the multi, oh, there's a green tick.
Hey, I don't want to die at first game here.
Yeah, I want to look forward to it tomorrow as well. There's more games tomorrow.
All right, Boosies. I've gone South Africa. I've played it as safe as I can. I went to go pick the line, and
Okay.
I just went whatever gave me $1.50. So on this one, it is South Africa minus 21.5. We haven't actually. So they're playing Italy, who are in pretty good nick, but Italy smashed
Yes, have you been watching?
Namibia, and then they also smashed. Was it Uruguay? No, Namibia and then Canada. I haven't watched either of those boring games.
So
Yeah.
I watched. What's the first game? Namibia.
Namibia, the 47-22 game.
Yeah, Namibia started off hot, but Italy, it's like it's not even hot for them. Like
Oh,
the humidity is nothing. Those guys are just running around the whole game, crazy.
they must get a lot of that similar weather.
I don't know.
Well,
Either that
some of
or they're just like they're on now. Like they're on. Either that or just playing minnows. So you never know.
Well, they
So
went
that's why
on
you take
the
another
Six
win.
Nations.
Yeah.
No, that was a long time ago.
I was looking at South Africa's team. They brought out a full strength team, and so I think South Africa are really treating this game as a must win. And maybe I think they're going to be chasing that bonus point, even though because at the moment Italy's on top of the table.
New Zealand second.
New Zealand second, and then South Africa. I think South Africa are thinking that they need this bonus point to get rid of Italy. That's why they brought out a full strength team, and if they're going to win with the bonus point, then I would think they're going to clear that line, 21.5. So
You know what would hurt them? If Italy scores 4 tries. that'll be so funny.
well, Italy's not going to beat New Zealand, so
Yeah, I know, but like they like put all this effort in,
Yeah.
and then they still let in 4 tries.
yeah. No, it's a full strength team.
I think the blitz defense will
It'll work.
this time.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be able to sustain it longer than they did at the ABs.
Yeah, true.
A lot of them had a lot of the Springboks had a rest
Yeah.
in that Namibia game, so
Well, they'll need to play the full strength team because they have Canada next.
that's
which will be
true.
another B
Rest
team.
game.
So they'll need to play just to get that game, the minutes in.
True.
Cool. What's the following game?
The next game is Australia Uruguay.
Oh, yep, I got that one. What's everyone got?
I didn't even touch this game. There's no money off it.
Australia to get 40, at least 40.
Oh, what's that pay?
$1.10.
Oh. First bet $1, second bet $1.10. Oh my gosh, $5 is gonna win you $6.
Hey,
Alright, well look, if you
Dubs.
get on the board, if your strategy is
Dubs.
to not make money for the listeners like I am, but to get on the scoreboard, then,
Yeah.
then follow Pierce. But if you want to make money,
Just want the
listen
dub.
to me. Even though none of my legs came up last week, only my third leg.
But hey, it's our third week, man. We're getting there.
We're getting there,
We're
yeah.
getting there more.
We're learning how to podcast.
Yeah.
We're learning how to bet.
Don't worry, you will make money soon. Don't worry, just keep at it. Keep listening.
Quarterfinals time, maybe.
So on this game, I've got I've got Uruguay to cover the line. Uruguay plus 52.5. So for anyone out there that doesn't understand the line and the handicaps, basically means that at the end of the game, you add 52.5 points to Uruguay's score, and if they win, then they've covered the line and you win. So the reason I've gone with this bet is I don't think Australia the team they've put out, too many changes. They're not going to have the sort of team chemistry that you would expect from the Wallabies, and B, I don't think they've got the firepower to put 52 or to win by more than 53 points.
Just not at the right position. Like that Pitaya guy, he'll carve.
Oh,
If he gets the ball.
And he's a
If he gets
centre.
the ball, yeah.
Yeah, but even on the wing, he's got real good pace. He's got like New Zealand level footwork.
And his style is he'll always come in. He'll
Yeah.
go anywhere to find space.
Yeah, he cuts through traffic.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, like, if he gets the ball, because I know Christian will get it out. He always gets it out. But he'll probably stop at Samoa and Kundrani.
Yeah, if by miracle they skip to War and go to Quadrani, he's not going to get past him either.
Yeah.
Ideally, what you want on every play is backdoor to Helipeti, and then him in some space to Pitaya.
Helipeti's slow. I was looking at the team lineup. Helipeti, slow. Tormore, greedy. Like everyone that was saying Tormore had a good game last week. I was like, what were you watching?
They
Like,
should have had O'Connor out the back.
15.
Yeah.
I think he needs a rest. He's played. a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
the-
He's in a lot of traffic coming his way.
Whereas Beal hasn't given much time. And
Yeah, I thought they would have started Bill.
Yeah, even that.
I think he wanted to, but his selectors, because he's got selectors now, or a checker that is, checker would have been like, well, I want Foley at 10, and they're like, look, you can either get Foley at 10 or Bill at 15, like you're not going to get both. And he chose his boy Foley, and
And
that
you know,
one,
Beal won't kick it.
yeah.
He'll just run it every time.
And the greedy, not greedy, but the thing about Beal is that he like whenever he passes the ball from, like when he has the counter attacks, he always wants his pass to be the line break assist. Like he hardly
Yes.
ever passes it early. He'll run it back and then like 2 meters before the
Yeah,
defense.
he wants that miracle ball.
He wants that, yeah.
He wants the stat.
Yeah, he wants
that
to
money
say-
He's
ball.
playing fantasy rugby.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He's put himself at captain.
He wants his value to be like a meal.
So like Pitaya, I think is going to be good for him in terms of like Pitaya will be able to change lines like
Yeah.
at the defense, so that when Beal gives a ball, even if it's a hospital pass, he might be able to slip through. Helipeti on the other hand, like that guy's got like average to below average footwork. So
He's a
It's supposed to be
slug.
like the Australian Ben Smith, but
No way.
No way.
No
he
way.
looks like him.
No
Other
way.
than that,
well, like skin tone wise, like
No
they don't
way.
have much in common other than being white.
Nah,
and
it was
fullback.
back
And
at
playing the
Western
same
Force days.
position.
It was back at the Western Force days where he was like in fantasy rugby, 50 points every week.
Yeah.
He was nice because Force played a great style of footy then.
And Helipeti's got a nice kick, which is one of the main reasons he's in the team. He's sound. He's good. He's a good decision maker. So he's got that in common with Ben Smith, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have the playmaking skills, the speed, or the deceptive strength that Ben Smith has. So yeah, that's the Australia game.
Are you guys set on the Christian starting at 10, or is there someone else? Because
No,
I
I'm
think the 10 position has been the worry for the Wallabies, in the sense that they made that change.
I like
Fiji.
him. It's just the pack.
Yeah.
Against Fiji, like, his ball, like the ball he was getting was just like rushed.
Yeah.
He had no space.
Well, the Fijian Lucy's like
Yeah.
had a sort of field day running through the Australian forwards. So I guess like
Now for me, I'm a big fan of Christian. It's just like I know the Wallabies love Foley, and like I
no the Wallabies.
I think he brings
Check
more
out.
more on attack
yeah.
than Foley. Foley just has that chip kick, the dummy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because I like how Christian, he always straightens up the attack. He always gets whacked because he's just trying to draw in his guy.
Yeah.
And like that's what happened against when you play for Barbarians against Manu Samoa. Just him straightening up the line, created all those tries.
And his defense, he defends at 10.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide on the wing.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good game manager. Like he'll come in, he'll make sure that whatever between him and the halfback, the team cohesively is like working. The forwards are running, and then the backs get the ball. Like and he distributes well. Like he doesn't ever overplay his hand or underplay his direction.
Yeah.
In terms of sort of setting up the team. Like for the Brumbies, like they always run They run a smooth ship at the Brumbies, and it's what he offers at the.
Yeah, Brumbies got a great pack.
Yeah, well, the Brumbies pack.
It's unfortunate hardly any of them made the team.
Well, they've got what's his name? Fainga'a? I forget his first name.
Rory Arnold.
No, the hooker.
Oh, yeah.
Falau Fainga'a. At hooker, Alalatua.
I thought Lockie McCaffrey, he had a great season.
I don't think he played enough games to warrant a selection, but he did play well.
It's just his style too.
I actually thought Pete Samoa missed out because he had carved up towards
He's
the end of the
injured.
year. Oh, but he's playing NRC now.
Oh, maybe just return. I think he didn't play enough
Oh,
games.
he injured, question mark.
It's like,
He played against the Rising, and that was like the first game of NRC.
Yes, he carved.
Yeah.
but didn't he got injured? Was it? He got injured. I got injured in the Super Rugby semi.
Yeah.
But then I think got injured again in the Rugby Championship. If I remember.
He never made the team.
No, they didn't pick him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he should be in the team. He's a gun.
Yeah. Also a Victorian local, so a bit biased, but yeah.
Oh, name drops.
Name drop.
Name
drops.
He's taking over Hungan's job.
All right. Any other legs? What's the game after this one? England, Argentina. Anyone got that one?
Yeah, I got that one. This is where I start making money.
Ooh.
I picked England to win, but at the margin of 1 to 12. So the bookies have them favourites by like 20 points or something.
Okay.
But I reckon Argentina will keep it close. And that's paying $3. So that's how you make your money, boys.
Nice, that's a good bet.
It's not bad.
Argentina playing well too.
Yeah.
And they've won the Rugby Championship. It's way better competition than Six Nations.
And I think Argentina, like they're sort of stuck with like the same team because they played harder competition. Where England had an easy game last week, so they had their B squad. So they're chopping and changing again. So they got full strength this week.
Well, yeah, like England. I'm gonna watch that game because I love watching Manu Tuilangi.
They were amazing
be a
against
wrecking
America though.
Yeah.
Who?
England.
What are you talking about? They won like 43-0, didn't they?
Yeah, but what they put on the field wasn't amazing. They could have scored 60, 70.
But that was their B team. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying Australia are not going to cover their betting line because even though traditionally they're a good team, they don't have that cohesion.
Yeah. That's what I reckon with England as well because they're chopping and changing again. So.
Alright.
But yeah, I reckon because just the Pumas again, they're from the south. I just reckon they play positive rugby, and I think for me that
Great
always
call.
keeps it close. So hopefully they get my bet on.
Actually, you know what? After hearing you guys, did I already place my multi? No, I'm going to add England to mine. I think the refs are going to help England win.
I think that's should be something we need to look into. Who's refereeing the games?
Yeah.
And like,
And
what's the
go, do
origin?
we know who's reffing this
What's the
game?
country of origin?
England to win's only paying $1.11, and any you fools take those low odds.
Have to.
What's the game following that?
Oh, you made me go at that one.
Samoa, Japan.
Game of the round.
More Japan!
It's the prime time.
Will that be the game of the round? Oh no, the game before will be game of the round.
England, Argentina.
Yeah.
What's everyone got on the Samoa Japan game?
Japan 13 plus.
Oh,
He's given up.
wow,
Given up on the Usos.
wow.
Alright.
Oh, I'm an All Blacks fan.
Showing the true colours.
My first team was All Blacks, yeah.
Yeah.
Default. My second team is Tonga for this World Cup.
Oh, wow.
But I got a lot of love for
Not
Japan.
even the team that you want to get married into. Wow.
Oh.
Hey,
Wow.
I don't trust that team, eh?
Bro, I'm gonna edit some of last week's one. He's like, Samoa, let's go.
Even the group chats.
This guy bet Samoa 13 plus last week, and now he's betting Samoa to lose by more than 13.
It's just the effort in the last game.
That's fair
Pull me
enough.
off.
That's fair enough. Look, you're betting with your brain, not your heart.
I want you guys to make money. I want all of us to make money. So
How much money are you gonna make with your bet?
$2.
Japan 13 plus is only $2.
No, it's not. It's like something else. Hold on.
Well, I've got Samoa to cover the line at 19.5.
Same. I took that same bet.
Yeah, that's paying $1.88.
13 plus is $1.36.
What's that?
13 plus is $1.36. Not
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I took Samoa at the line. I think they'll show up this week. Look, I've never seen a Samoa team go scoreless in my whole life.
Well, you have now.
Yeah. And like, you know, that should be embarrassing. And like, you know, the boys should be at training, like going like hundies at each other.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them. Their snaps are like they're eating and stuff.
Eating. Where are they eating?
Like they're all having like ramen, sushi and stuff.
Well, as long as they're not at the buffet KFC.
Yeah.
But you see the other teams, they're all like doing community stuff. You know, they're doing extras.
Does that win you games?
Yeah, actually,
Not that does eating ramen.
doing podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, the All Blacks are doing. I seen Rico put out a vlog.
Yeah.
It's trash. Lotus Clan all day.
Yeah.
That vlog was trash.
Lotus Clan 514.
But he still gets more followers and more likes. I don't care.
It's a reputation.
Yeah, reputation. Don't worry, we're coming.
It's advertising. I think he's got better advertising. So.
And plus, he's All Black.
But
that guarantees.
he's only got like 6,000. That all.
Hey, we've only got like 100 views on our videos.
Advertising, you know.
Adi Savir's one's better than his too.
Yeah, I like Adi's podcast.
Artie's podcast. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. He's really good on the mic, eh? It sounds like he's done some media training. He's not umming and ahhing like I am.
No, I think it's because he's a fan of it.
Yeah.
I like how casual he is too. Just seems like it's like controlled casual, I guess.
Yeah.
He keeps his guests like relaxed.
And there's a good pace to his podcast. Like it's never sort of up and down in terms of like they're hard to talk about one thing and then it slows down where he's like struggling to find something else to talk about. Like he's always, it's like flowing conversation for the full.
And his questions are like, it gets real inside it. It's not just like the default. Like
When he's like, yo, it's strip it back for us. I don't know. That wasn't Adi. But that's what Adi says. The words were Adi's.
Yeah.
Is it Adi Seville or the Red Falcon?
Yeah, shout out to Adi. Those goggles are lit.
The All Blacks.
Bro, that is a... Like, he come on the field, and then like 2 seconds later, his goggles were off.
You had to wipe them or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. But then he put it back on.
I don't know. I didn't finish that.
But I don't like how easy it is for those goggles to come on and off. Like...
It's probably had the anti-fog on the glass.
But I can just imagine, like, if it's like if he's really got like if his eyesight's so bad he needs to wear the goggles. Like I can imagine if they were to play South Africa again because South Africa are dodgy.
Yeah, they're known for eye gouges.
They're gonna like rip his thing like his mask off and they're gonna like chuck it into like the fifth level.
The fifth row. Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll be like an MB situation where they have like 3 or 4 masks on hand. So like he carries about 4.
Yeah, hopefully yeah. Adi, if you're listening to this, or if any All Blacks managers are listening to this, you need 10 pairs of goggles.
Or just sticky tape it. I don't know, do the headband, I don't know.
Send us one.
You know in the NFL, how they have that guy for the Rams? You know how Sean McVay, the coach, they have a designated guy that pulls him back?
Oh, yes.
They're going to need an Adi Severe guy that like runs up and down the field and if his goggles come off, like,
give them a wipe, give them a
And
spray.
like during timeout, he's like wiping the glass.
Is he sponsored by that company that makes them, or?
I don't think so. At the Rugby World Cup, you don't allowed any sponsors, remember?
Oh, true that.
Yeah, that's why...
Oh, so I'm guessing they just send it to them. Like
Yeah, that's why the Manu
donated it.
Samoa players got in trouble at the 2011 Rugby World Cup because they had custom mouth guards which had some sort of logo on
I think it was Under Armour.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, they got in trouble for it.
They must have stopped it after that Tonga incident where they all dyed their hair green.
Oh,
Because
really?
that was a marketing thing.
Oh, was
In
it?
the last, like, what?
Was that in France?
Yeah, like ages ago. Because they didn't have any money, so.
Yeah, because then after that they dyed it red.
I don't know.
Ah.
But it was a sponsor. They,
So what?
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah.
actually, that's a good one. Seen anyone have died here at the World Cup?
Yeah,
How
the
many?
Japanese. What, I forget what position is the one with the silver here.
Oh, the prop.
Yeah.
It's gold, eh?
Is it gold? I thought it
It's
was silver.
gold. It's gold, yeah.
Gold. I like it.
I seen one Tongan, he had red. Cliche.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Oh, the Scottish winger that carved up Samoa.
Scottish. What colour is this?
Oh, Maitland.
Not Maitland, the other one. He had, was it platinum blonde hair?
Oh, wow, I didn't see that.
The.
I only saw Maitland carving up.
Oh, no, the other
What
one.
do you think about the send-off of his try?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
What else do you do though in that situation? He died.
Let him
like,
score.
you let him score.
What?
Oh, I didn't
he's
see it.
already at the line. Like, he was diving over the line.
Yeah.
Nah, he was like 2 meters out. Like a meter or two out. He had dived early.
So was it a
That's
penalty
when
try?
That's when.
He slid in and his knees hit him in the ribs.
Yeah.
That's why I think he was already over. He wasn't going to stop him. If he was going to stop him, he would have hit the ball. But his
So was
knee-
the card for the knees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
But if your knees are hitting someone in the ribs, then
Yeah,
you're
that-
way behind. You weren't going to catch
Yeah,
him.
but like it happens though. Like if you're behind, that's it. That's your only targets. Like
But that's like if you're a coach and you don't try in that situation, regardless of if he's gonna score or not,
yeah.
it's like get off the field.
No, but you can dive closer to the ball, not diving
I
straight.
think you want him to like dive like hands first.
Yeah, head first towards the ball.
Oh, so he just went straight for the body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And his knees are going straight into this guy's ribs. Like, that's
Like,
foul
If it's
play.
on the line, they always go for the ball lane.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, because say this is the line.
Yeah.
He's gone, like, and he's like about to score the try, and then was it Fido?
Yeah, if you don't.
Fido's come in. If it was worth making the effort, then
Do
he would have like caught like his arm or the
Oh,
ball.
okay. Was this the first yellow card or second?
The second.
Second. Oh, okay.
Red-carded.
Because I didn't finish that game.
Why not?
Oh.
I had a headache after half an hour.
No, not loyal, man.
There's only
You gotta-
TJ Manu was the
you
only
gotta
one
sit through
playing.
it, man. You gotta sit
With
through
heart.
it, man.
All right, power through because we're at 52 minutes.
Right.
Quickly run us through your
My
multi year.
Yeah, so I got South Africa 13 plus tonight, $1.11. England 1 to 12 margin, $3 against Argentina. Samoa to cover the line, 19.5.
Nice.
$88, and then I got Wales to win in the margin of 1 to 12 over Fiji, paying $3.20.
What?
So Wales will beat
Oh,
Fiji.
1 to 12.
Yeah, beat Fiji 1 to 12. That's paying $3.20. So if you put $5 on that, you would get $100.
Ooh.
This
0
would be-
to 100.
Yeah, this would be the one.
Nice, bro.
Yeah,
Not bad.
that's how you make money.
Are we going to Wales game? The Welsh game?
The Welsh game.
That's the cutoff for this week?
No, this week
You can't
ends
win it,
at
Or we're going to go Japan, Scotland as well?
France. Nah, Japan, Scotland's next week.
Yeah. Oh, so Wales, Fiji last game or
Nah, France, Tonga.
France time? I'll cut off there then. What's that? 5 games?
I've done 4 games. I've only done 4 this week.
Actually, no, yeah, we'll do it to. Actually, it says week 3, and then it ends at the France Tonga game, which is on the 6th of October.
So that'll be the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll go in that game. That's it. 5 games there.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6.
Oh, I missed the game.
South Africa, Italy, Australia, Uruguay, England, Argentina, Japan, Samoa, New Zealand, Namibia, and France Tonga.
England, Japan.
While you're doing yours
Australia.
in, I'll quickly run through my multi.
Oh, sorry, All Blacks. I missed you guys.
Oh, you missed the All Blacks.
You're gonna pay like 90 cents to that for that game.
Actually, while we're waiting, I'll read Honga's one because Honga sent me his multi. So
Oh, I don't have the All Blacks on this.
Honga has gone South Africa minus 26.5. So that's paying $1.97. Canberra Raiders. Oh my golly.
Wow.
Canberra
Good
Raiders
call.
to cover to win head to head. That's paying $3.22. And I was not going to let that happen. Israel Adiasina, the last style bender, to win at $2.08. And then Geordie Barrett as an anytime try scorer, paying $1.72. How is he starting? We'll do an emergency pod actually.
Yeah.
That's the All Blacks game because I want to talk a lot about the All Blacks.
He's getting a go at 10. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Does he have the skills?
He's not even the top 5 New Zealand first 5.
He's a runner.
He can play 12.
He shouldn't even be in the All Blacks, to be honest. Havili.
Yeah, Havili would have been a way better option.
I think we're missing the fact that Hunga is doubting his rugby abilities and going other sports because
Well, yeah. Sorry, just to finish off Hunga's multi. This guy's cheated. He's put in $10. Can you half this for me? So with those 4 legs, if you put in $5, you'll get half of $226.94, which is 113.46.
Yeah.
Something like that. There you go. So that's Hunga's. PS, what's yours?
Okay, I have South Africa 13 plus, England 1 to 12, Australia 41 plus, Japan 13 plus, Tonga to get the line is 25 and a half,
Okay.
and All Blacks 13 plus.
All Blacks 13 plus. What is that paying? At 99 cents?
I don't know. I'm trying to put it in now.
at least money after.
What is your multi paying? $5 which is $5.15.
$20.
Oh my god!
Money in
Hey.
the bank. Yo,
Oh my god!
Get the dubs. Get the dubs.
how many drinks can you buy with $20 when we go out?
Bro, what?
One?
What's the point of doing a multi-bet podcast if you're gonna only...
Hey,
You can't even cover the entry at A City Bros.
Is that a plug for A City? Do you frequent A City? Single ladies, if you want to get a taste of the old Willie T, head down to A City. Alright, then we'll finish off with my multi, which is first leg South Africa. We're minus 21.5. I think I mentioned that earlier. Uruguay plus 52.5. Unlucky Australia. Samoa plus 19.5. Come on, Usos. Also got Dan Hooker to win against Al Yaquinta, who took Khabib to a decision. Dan Hooker from City Kickboxing New Zealand, last goal. And then finally, the humble champ to humble the non-stop talking Adesina, Robert Whittaker. That's why I had my goatee for the last fortnight. Robert Whittaker, let's do it. And from $5, you got $15.74 odds. That'll win you $78.70. But because I've got good relationship with the betting agencies, all of them have given me a boost, which have given me $16.93 odds, which means on my $5 bet, I and anyone who chooses to join me will be winning $84.65.
Yo, let's go. It's not a bad bet. Whittaker,
Whittaker,
I like him.
in this app that I'm looking at, he's paying exact same odds as
Okay.
Adesina, so they're neck and neck. Before we leave, let's quickly discuss the All Blacks now, because that's what the fans came for.
All Blacks.
All Blacks.
The game or just in general?
The lineup. Why is Geordie Barrett at 10?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Can Perinara play 10 as well?
Yes.
There's no
yes,
one else
he
that
can.
plays 10 in this team because Perinara's not in the squad.
Yes,
Oh, he is.
He's on the bench. Yeah, he
There's
can.
two halfbacks on
He
the
can.
bench.
He can play 10.
Oh.
He can play 10.
Okay, so Perinara will be the backup 10.
But you're picking. Isn't Joshua Wane on tour? Joshua Wane, the other flyer.
Yeah, he's in Japan, chilling.
Oh, bro.
See, they've done it again.
Is he injured?
They're giving him one test. Now he can't play for the Usos and the Stocks.
The stash.
Or send them back and...
The lazy
bring
World
on
Cup
Lee.
stash.
Or send them back and bring on Lamope.
How sad is that? He could have been carving up for Samoa.
No, they didn't want to get into the one test.
Yeah, they've done it again, man. With George Moala. Bloody hell, man.
So they've got Moody who's getting some game time, Cody Taylor at hooker, Lolala, Retallick and Whitelock at the locks.
Retallick.
Oh, why have they got full strength locks? And then they've gone Artie, Sam Kane and Frizzell. That's a nice mix.
I think the pack will all come off at halftime.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Just looking at the bench.
I think they're going full strength because they've got Namibia next, so there'll be another B squad.
Yeah.
It doesn't-
And Retallick won't play the 80.
Speaking of the bench, Angus Tarbell. Do you guys know what happened to him last week? On Wednesday, rather.
No.
He
Wednesday?
got hooked after like 23 minutes.
No, that was a tactic.
What?
They wanted to play Morley the 80 and then give these other guys a run because he's going to play this game as well. I was like, okay.
Well, then why not start Angus Tarbell for this game? Or maybe.
Maybe they'll do the same this game.
Who
Well,
knows?
so did he play the full game, Molly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other three props
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Half an hour each, whatever.
Yeah, that was weird. Aaron Smith at halfback for Geordie Barrett. Oh. Geordie Barrett, mate. You should be freaking buying your older brothers Christmas presents like every day because you're getting carried, bro.
I'm not sure what he brings,
Like Geordie Barrett had an awesome game, fantastic game on the weekend.
Yeah.
He took a few great high balls, made some good tackles, supported
Yeah.
well.
But if he was really great, he'd take over that 15 spot easy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the pace to finish off the moves. There's
Nah.
one where Barrett got the line break, or Bodie got the line break and gave it to him.
He's so
And he got caught.
slow and he's bigger than it. Like he's
Well, he's
taller.
6'5", eh?
Yeah.
I just think his career has been sort of made of playing good teams.
Yeah.
Because he played in that All Blacks, the junior All Blacks, which was a mean team.
Yeah.
And then he played for Canterbury's, which is the best
Already
system.
stacked.
Yeah.
And then he comes to the Hurricanes, and they're pretty stacked too.
Yeah.
And he's carried because of his family, yeah.
Yeah, I a lot of people that I argue this with say that it's development because he's got such so much potential. No one gets an All Blacks jersey because of potential.
Yeah, and
You earn it, and I don't think he's earning his.
what, this is like his third season on All Blacks?
Yeah.
Barrett, Scott and Bodie, they didn't develop. They just went straight in and bang, they were on.
And they developed him when they could have developed Malma all those years.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to look that up. Geordie Barrett how many test caps does he have? So Geordie Barrett has. I'm looking on Wikipedia. That's a plug for
I'm
Wikipedia.
going to say 12.
He has 13.
Well, yeah. Not bad.
And Richie might have a little bit more, but if we look at sort of minutes, I would put money on that.
Yeah, he
On
comes,
Barrett,
comes off the bench
Geordie
and
Barrett
Geordie
more
started on
minutes,
the wings and stuff.
So Richie Mo'unga, who's been the best first five in New Zealand for the last 3 years,
3 years, yep.
has 14 caps
Wow.
compared to Geordie Barrett, who has 13. And Geordie Barrett's not even a New Zealand top 5 outside back.
And you can't say you're resting Mong at this game because really, has he played?
Yeah.
He's been on the field, but Burden Barrett's been doing all the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to afford to play more at this game because you can rest him the next game.
Yeah.
Even like a half.
Yeah.
But
You haven't seen him control way.
yeah.
It's just weird having this with Jordan Barrett playing 10. Just weird,
Yeah.
because he's not a 10 at Super Rugby. It's just weird.
So who's in his mids?
He's got Leonard Brown and Goodhue in the centres.
So they're gonna carry him.
That's my favourite centres pairing at the moment for the All Blacks.
They'll carry him anytime he steps up.
it's a
They'll
really
save
good
him.
centre pairing.
Yeah.
Leonard Brown, bro, that guy's so smooth.
He can't.
He's strong hips, eh?
Yeah, got real good balance.
In the past year, he's been getting picked on his defense, but this year his offense was crazy.
Yeah, for Super Rugby.
Yeah.
Meter eater, man. Meter
Yeah, just
eater.
a tackle break. If there was a rugby game with badges, his badge would be for this year tackle break.
And he doesn't have a step. He just swerves.
Yeah, he swerves. Yeah, just out of the. He doesn't break tackles the way that Lamape breaks tackles.
Nah, people tackle him low and they just fall off.
Yeah.
Lamape has to bump people off.
Yeah.
Well, he
Make an
sort of-
effort.
It sort of seems like a Conrad Smith, because he didn't have a step or anything. He was more like a streaky runner. So
His lines were crazy though.
yeah,
And support play.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to say when you play outside, but I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
But he
on
had good
the-
chat too.
Hey?
Good chat.
Yeah.
Conrad Smith will
Conrad Smith.
he'll see a break happening, he'll push guys through so he can get the space and then he'll cut through.
Yeah. Conrad
Just had that vision.
underrated on offense.
Yeah.
Then he's got the Crusaders wingers, Sever Reese and George Bridge. Those guys are in form.
Yeah.
And
They'll do a job.
Ben from accounts at the back. Ben didn't I thought he was going to come into the game against Canada and torch them, but he had a few good touches, but not the way that he carved up in the Tonga game.
I think if he doesn't go well this game, that's his tournament.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think they'll still play him on the bench.
Yeah. But they'll give Geordie a go at 15.
Because they'll
After
still,
this.
like, when it comes to the big games, they'll still need that blanket of someone who actually plays 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
And
Well, that's
to
why
come in,
I was hoping that, I was like, why would they play Geordie Barrett at 10? The only reason I can think of Geordie Barrett playing 10 is that they're trying to maybe justify putting Geordie on the bench for the finals. If he plays well at 10, can play centres, can play on the wing, can play at fullback, he would have played at every back line
I
position.
don't know. I just see him as a fullback, but he hasn't like taken over.
Yeah. I see him at 12 just because he's not fast enough to
Yeah, true.
be fullback.
But like he's there for the potential, like you said.
Yeah, so All Blacks Namibia, that is on Saturday. Alright. Any final comments? Anything you want to say before we cut this one off?
No, it's been a good World Cup. It's been a good experience doing these pods. And let's make some money this time.
You go last.
No, I'll go now then so that you're...
Oh no, I'll go.
Let's start-
No, I'll go.
No, I'll go. Really enjoying watching Tonga. Eh?
Oh, this guy was on Samoa's bandwagon last night.
Hey.
Okay.
Just like just the way they're playing on the field is like
Did you froth over the
Then-
Fijians today?
they know what they're doing. Like they didn't give up. Even though they're not getting all the calls, but hopefully this big game against France they can cause the upset,
Come on, Tonga.
and then the rest of the island teams will carry it through.
Yeah, we need Tonga to bring some island pride back.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nah, that's all.
For me, it's been a good Rugby World Cup. What was this, week 3? Been a good 3 weeks. Been some awesome games. There've also been some duds. There've been some refereeing decisions that have been duds, and there've been some Manu effort levels that have been duds. But overall, I'm enjoying it, and hopefully we can start getting some bets right, because 0-4 last week was disgraceful.
Man,
As disgraceful as 35-0.
we don't need the money now. You need it for Christmas. So we're building towards Christmas, eh? Just getting that rep scene. You don't need the money now. You need it later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still got another month for this.
I'm building up for the Rugby World Cup final because I'm getting lit. Me and our sponsor, American Honey. On that note, thank you for your time, and we'll see you same place, same time next week.
Yo.
Later.
So far, so far.
Peace out.